Hey, what's up? I'm Jason Currier with the Calaveras Enterprise and Sierra Lodestar. And my guest with me here today is stand-up comedian and local dude,
Gavin Myers. How's it going, everybody?
Gavin has played a couple of local shows here, so you may recognize him. You may recognize him from a previous episode of the Sierra Lodestar if you're a regular listener. Gavin came on, it's been about a year and a half ago now.
Yeah. I think so.
Gavin was on stage at Greenhorn Creek for their comedy night under the arbor.
Right. We did a couple of those. A lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to Moke Hill this time.
Yeah, and same kind of concept that you had when you were at Greenhorn Creek.
Yeah, I'll be hosting, and then we'll have a feature and a headliner. Really funny couple of people that I rounded up for this one, so I'm excited.
Excellent. And this show is going to be at the Hotel Leger in Moke Hill.
Correct. 7:30 p.m., February 1st, of course. Tickets you can get on their website. I think it's hotel-leger-info.com .org. It's all the info's on the flyer.
Got it.
$30 for a single, $25 for $50 for a couple. And like I said, really excited about the comedians I've got.
Yeah.
Wendy Lewis is our headliner. She's hilarious. I've been working with her since I started comedy back in 2011.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And for those who aren't familiar with the Leger, it's in the middle of downtown Moke Hill.
Yep.
Cool little small bar, so it's going to be a nice small venue for you guys to
nice
really enjoy
intimate
some
show.
comedy.
Go downstairs and get haunted in the jail, all that stuff. We'll have a good time.
And so since Comedy Night Under the Arbor, what have you been up to?
I've just been working a lot. I actually haven't been on stage much. Last weekend we did shows at Harrah's, Northern California, and down in Sacramento.
Oh, wow.
And it was great fun. It reminded me why I love it so much, and I'm excited to get back on stage more. I work at a casino dealing cards, so my weekends were full up, but I just lucked out and got good days off, so I'll be much more into it coming up.
Awesome. So you're going to try to get on stage a little bit more coming up here
a lot
like
more.
Next year?
Yep.
Awesome. Very cool.
Definitely.
So when you are on stage on a regular basis, what does a typical weekend look like for you? I would imagine we've got some late nights in there. And
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, that's partly why I got into comedy. I knew as a kid, I probably told you this last time. I always knew I wanted to do it. I was just scared. But yeah, you get down there, have a beer or two to calm down, and BS with some of the customers, and kind of get a feel for who's there, and what kind of stuff you want to hit them with, and maybe things to pick on them about.
Yeah, there you go. And for those that didn't watch the first episode that you were on, Gavin, the first time that he was on stage was for.
It was so my girlfriend had bought me for Christmas or my birthday or something, like what she said were comedy lessons, and I was like, it didn't even make sense to me what it was, but it was basically just teaching you the etiquette of what it was. They let you tell them some jokes you had made up, and then they put you on stage at the end of this class, and from there I just knew that was you 100%.
And this was something that you had thought about doing before.
Oh, I knew when I was a little kid that's what I really wanted to do, but I was just too scared to try it. Plus, living up in Amador County, you don't really have a lot of outlets where if you live in Sacramento, you got open mics and comedy clubs and all that stuff, so it's a lot more accessible. But it was all the fear, pretty much.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Fear factor.
Yep.
Yeah. So for somebody like yourself that if somebody's out there watching and they're in the same boat that you were in, or they're, it's something that I want to do, but it's not really something that I've done or have the courage to do, or the resources to do if they are around here. There's, like you say, there's not a lot of comedy clubs around here.
Exactly.
Which is why it's so cool that you're going to be playing at Moke Hill, because locals get an opportunity to stay close to home and see some good comedy.
Absolutely. Yeah. And my best suggestion for that is, reach out to some stuff if you're on Facebook or stuff. There's comedy groups out there from local areas, Sacramento, Modesto, all of them. And you can find out, they have lists of open mics and stuff like that. Or just reach out to someone if they're doing comedy. We're all really willing to just be like, yeah, come on along.
Right.
We'll introduce you. That's how I got into it.
Yeah. Stand-up comedy is kind of one of those art forms that it seems, from the outside looking in anyway, it seems like massive failure is part of the process.
Oh, no doubt.
Part of, until you've...
It's weird because it looks easy as hell, but then you're standing there on stage and it's unlike anything you've ever done. It's basically just like, here's my soul, I hope you love me.
Right.
So.
Do you remember the first time that you bombed on stage?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And it happens. But
like I say, it's part of the process.
It doesn't matter who you are. You've had that night.
I don't feel like you've truly, you're not truly a stand-up comedian yet.
Oh yeah, and it's weird. It motivates you because I swear every time I've had a bad set, the next 5 are like the most unbelievable because I don't like that feeling.
Wow.
So
it's a great motivator.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Where were you at the first time you?
So it was the Comedy Spot. They're still open, but they're in a different place now. But they were on like 20th and J or something when I started. And it was great. It was a little club, and they were very supportive of new people. They had lots of shows you could get on. And it's just a great way to, network with other comedians and meet people who are going to give you a shot on their show. And, that's where it starts. And I ended up, at one point, I was just telling my boss at the time, hey, sorry, I've got a show. And I'd be, all over the Western United States just drinking and telling jokes.
Telling jokes. I love it. That's very cool.
Yep.
So that would probably be the best advice, is just to get out there and just do it.
Yeah. And repetition and and you'll learn all that stuff if you're just trying it out the first time. You're going to rewrite jokes 100 times before you love them.
Yeah.
But
do you find that you write a lot of your material like it starts as an idea and then you go on stage and then you try it out and then it kind of grows?
Oh yeah, you come up with taglines or something happens that takes it in a different direction, and it's the best to watch something that you knew as a tiny little idea was going to be great, and then watching it form into something you never expected.
That must be quite the charge.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I've always said, that's the greatest high I've ever had in my life, and I've had plenty of beer, so it's amazing. Like I said, Saturday night show at Harrah's NorCal was so good that this morning I woke up, I told my girlfriend, I'm like, I still feel high from that show.
Wow.
It's just, there's nothing like it.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
What a feeling.
Yep. And when you connect with the crowd like that, which hopefully we will at Mokelumne Hill on February 1st, it's unlike anything I've ever experienced.
Yeah. What a thing.
Yep.
Yeah. How cool. And the other comedians that are going to be there with you, all local folks?
Local. The one is from, I think, the San Joaquin area, and then Wendy, our headliner, is from Sacramento. Mm-hmm. And she's just hilarious.
Yeah.
She's been up a couple times. I think she's performed at the Leger before, and I know she used to do some Women's Network comedy shows that my friend Chad Beals was putting on. So
Leger used to do comedy fairly regularly.
Every Friday or every other Friday, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. I actually live a couple doors down from
Yeah. You got Mokelumne Hill, for such a tiny town. You guys got a good spot, man.
It's a cool little artsy,
and
cool
the little
town.
Winery there and and the hotel. It's great.
Yeah,
I love
it's
it
a cool
there.
little town. I really enjoyed it. I moved there it's been about 11 years ago now.
Nice.
Yeah, I really enjoy it. So for somebody that, let's say they can't make it out to the show at the Leger, but they want to check out you.
Sure.
How would they find you, like on socials or that sort of thing?
Just Gavin Myers on Facebook, Myers, not Meyers. It's not Mears.
I take it you get that a lot.
Oh, and it's funny because a lot of the comedians will take your information from Facebook and then post it right there with your name tagged in it, spelled wrong. I'm like, come on.
So close.
I know you're better than this.
You're right.
Maybe not. You're just a comedian. I don't know what I expect. But reach out there, or like I said, search, local comedy groups and that kind of stuff. And it's very supportive. Sacramento and Northern California area, we're blessed with the community we have for comedy.
Yeah.
And there's so many funny people.
Yeah.
One of my good friends that I've had up here a few times, Saul Trujillo, he was just on Colbert.
Oh, no kidding.
Wow. He bailed from Stockton. He had just gotten married. He said, hey, stay home with my mom. I'm going to go live in my car and make this thing happen.
Wow.
Well, now his name's painted on the Comedy Store, and he's doing Colbert. And
Wow.
So really excited for him. And
that's inspirational.
Yeah. And it's not just him. I mean, like Mikey Winfield, who just took second on AGT.
Yeah.
He was from Sacramento. Really fun. I love working with that guy. He's hard to keep up with.
Yeah.
Funny guy. Yeah.
I heard him on a radio interview. He did like a little sit down, 5-minute spot, and hilarious.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and if you're going that far on AGT, you got something going on.
Right. You must be doing something right.
Right.
Yeah,
so.
absolutely.
But yeah, it's just a blessing, and like you said, it's so motivational to see these people coming from the same spot you're at, really killing it.
Yeah. And folks, again, February 1st, 7:30 at the
7:30,
Hotel
yep.
Leger in the middle of Moke Hill.
Come out early, grab some dinner. They got delicious food out there. It's $30 for a single ticket, $50 for a couple. So if you guys are, I mean, even a thruple, maybe it's only $75. Check
Not
into that.
trying to judge.
Whatever you're into, man. Bring them all.
Bring all of them.
The wives, the girlfriends. Let's have a party. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody's welcome.
Exactly.
Everybody loves a good laugh, right?
Yep.
That's right. Yeah, so if you guys, again, if you're fans of comedy, this is a great opportunity for you to not have to drive all the way the heck out to Sacramento to get see some really good stand-up comedy. I was at both of the Comedy Night Under the Arbor shows, so I've been able to see Gavin on stage a couple of times. Great show. The people that he brings, he knows what he's doing. He knows how to find the people. He knows funny.
Thank you.
The people that he brings, they were hilarious. There was a little bit of an incident that...
Yeah, there was the infamous showing of the backside from one of their club members who had over drinking.
Yeah, so unfortunately we didn't get a third Comedy Night.
You could probably find the video of it out there somewhere.
The actual video isn't, but we do have on Sierra
Photos.
Lodestar, you can find the interview with the two stand-up comedians that were also with Gavin.
Nice.
Yeah, so
Great.
Check that out. Mike Betancourt and Phat Joe Mendonsa were the other two comedians that were at that particular event.
Oh, yeah. I still have people ask me about that. They're like, what the heck? I don't know. People get out of control, man.
They do. Hopefully we won't have any of that action going on at the old Hotel Leger.
No.
I don't see that happening.
I've been doing it 14 years. I've never seen that in my life. But you just never know. Yeah. Something fun will happen.
There you go. You will have a good time.
Right.
Yes. So go out to the Leger on February 1st, 7:30.
Yep.
Get yourselves a great meal. Again, Gavin said they have great food. Great opportunity to see some really funny comedy.
I'll be hosting the show, and then our feature will be Gabriel Alexander, really funny guy. Worked with him a few times. And then, like I said, Wendy Lewis I've known since I started doing comedy pretty much, and she is just a riot. I'm really excited to work with the two of them.
Excellent. Good top-notch comedy.
Oh, yeah.
Right here locally that you don't even have to drive to Sacramento to go see.
Exactly.
What more could you want?
But get them quick so it might sell out. It is an intimate venue.
Very intimate. Yes, that's a great point. Definitely, if you do want to go, definitely get your tickets now because there's not a whole lot of room for folks. So.
Right. Yeah. Yep, and it's coming up quick, so I hope to see y'all out there
right
having a laugh.
Yeah. Thank you, Gavin.
Thank you.
Much appreciated. Again, you guys, get yourselves out to the Hotel Leger on February 1st. Check out Gavin Myers and Friends. They put on a great show. I went to both of the Comedy Night Under the Arbor shows that they did up at Greenhorn Creek. Had a blast. Great time. Get yourselves out there.
Do it.
Do it.
Calaveras Enterprise for all the where's and why's and who's and how's and when's and what you need. In Calaveras County, when you want the lowdown, yeah, the Enterprise is what you want to read to get all the local politics, weather, sports, cops, criminals, and courts, and other sorts of Calaveras news. Get the Calaveras Enterprise delivered to you. 754